Hi all, it's Catherine Burgess with Burgess Group Compass. Our quick headlines are that our inventory and under contracts locally are super low. Nationally, housing inventory appears to have bottomed and our national migration is on the rise. So getting into the nitty-gritty. We had 61 new listings come to market last week. Compare those with the last 4 years and you'll see that is a really low number. Same with our under contracts. 71 went under contract last week. That's considerably lower than what has been normal. All of that is culminating in the year-to-date under contract numbers. That's probably our most important info this year. So we had 732 under contracts last week. That compares with 894 in 2018, and then it went up incrementally to 2021, where we had 954 under contracts at this time. So approximately 200 fewer than what we had last year at this time. And that is huge info. That is not because of a lack of buyers, that is all lack of inventory. So sellers, truly, this is the time to sit up and pay attention. This is the time to bring your house to market. From a price band perspective, we had good activity in all the price bands. It was a little bit quieter from 1.5 and above, but week over week, we are not seeing any stagnant part of the market. It's all moving. Nationally, inventory appears to have bottomed. So in January of 2022, we were 30% low, and we are now down to being 20% low. So if our trending continues, then we will be up in inventory in the second half of 2022. So again, sellers, this is the time. It's better for you to sell when there is a giant lack of inventory than when we are up in inventory. So this is probably one of the best times in your lifetime to sell a property. So don't let it pass you by. Nationally, we are also seeing the migration numbers have gone back up. So prior to the pandemic, it was typical for us to have a 25 to 26% migration rate. So at any time, that was the number of people that were moving across the country. When we got through the pandemic, that started to rise, and by 2021 in Q1 we hit over 31% migration. Then we had a dip, and then by the end of Q4 it was coming back up, and in our last quarter that we just finished, Q1 of 2022, it's up to 32.3% migration rate. That is a huge increase. That indicates that greater velocity of buyers in the marketplace. So this is evidently happening because local markets have become impossible for people to buy in some parts of the country. So previously, when we saw the decrease in the migration in 2021, it was postulated that companies were bringing people back to work on campus. Evidently, things are so expensive now that people are saying, well, we've proven that we can work remotely. We would really like to move across the country, and we're seeing that happen. So presumably there will be some downward pressure on that national migration with the increasing interest rates. We'll have to keep track of that, and we'll report back as we learn more how that shakes out. So the long and the short of it is that sellers, it is just a tremendous time to be a seller. Don't let that pass you by if you need to sell. Buyers, you don't have to be disheartened. CoreLogic is projecting we do have 10% appreciation this year. So, try to get in at the beginning of that when the interest rates are also lower. At Burgess Group, we have people going under contract many days of the week. As we saw with those year-to-date under contract numbers, we have fewer transactions happening. But in our business, we're actually ahead of our 2022 numbers. So what that tells you is that we're very good at getting people under contract. do not worry. If you're coachable, we will be able to help you get under contract, and we're doing it all the time. And getting in there before the interest rates go up and before that appreciation occurs is a smart strategy. So call us with questions about being a smart buyer. Call us about questions about being a smart seller. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you again.